This is Professor Lusheen, and I'm going to review a few quick things for the lecture that you're going to be watching this. I'm going to be using the data set located under Lecture 9. I see it says Lecture 9, no lecture, watch videos, so that's what I'm creating right now. I added the sample of the old OSHA log data analysis project that you're not doing, but I want you to see, this is very similar to what you're going to be doing with the loss run data. Here's the data set I'm going to be working on, OSHA log data set 2008 through 2012. It's the same one that I was demonstrating in class the other day. I also have the a couple help sheets you may want to look at, and a leading lagging indicators paper by Manual. Good for you to read. What I'm going to be doing though is trying to demonstrate things from study sheet 4 under lecture 10. We're going to be doing this in class, in the lab rather, the computer lab, next time, but I want you to get started with it and get as far as you can. Now I'm going to keep my old videos here. Ignore the study sheet 3. It's now study sheet 4. But the steps are all the same. So you could view them like this, but I'm going to try and simplify it here in these videos. So back to the data set. So this is the OSHA log data set. And the first thing you should always do with any log is to read it and see what you have here and see what's sort of missing information. Obviously you have my updated version where I've split column F into 3 areas: causation, body part, result. You'd probably want to take a look at how they kept columns G through J. Is it just one check mark per? You can either do it visually like I'm doing right now, or you could add up the columns and then count the number of entries, and if they balance it should be right. But it's still good to always look at this. And yeah, so we've got numbers here as well. So I'm going to go ahead and fill this out. This is the count if H20 to H40. I've got this area here highlighted, and then I have to designate the X. That's the criterion. I'll click and drag over. I'm going to immediately copy and paste it over here, and then equals sum, and it's L20 to L40. See, it's all lit up. And I'm going to drag that over. Okay, so I've completed this here. A couple of reminders, and I'm going to try to put it in the middle of the screen. I'm at 300% here, so I'm really hoping this transfers over. But things to remember. And that is the control button and letters. So when you hit control and C, that equals copy. Control plus X equals cut. Control plus V, equals paste. And then things like, I'll add another here, control, control, I did weird, I apologize, but you know what I mean. Control plus Z equals undo, and control plus Y equals repeat or do again, I guess. Okay, so those are some of the things. That's how I'm able to copy and paste things really quickly. You may also remember that when you move the cursor over the bottom right hand corner of the cell, and then you left click, you can drag it, and that is a copy paste as well. And when you do that in Excel, if you've designated a range of cells for that cell, it drags it with it. So it doesn't keep it the same, and I'm going to show you how to keep it the same at some point in the near future. Also remember that each cell is designated by a column and a row. So right here, I'm not sure if it's completely on the screen or not. Okay, I'm going to zip this down a little bit. Man, I hope you can see this. If you can see up here, I'm in column H and 45. So this cell is actually H45. Okay, that's H45. Now, how do I know? Because I can go over here, hit equals, click on this cell here, and it gives me H45. Okay, I'm going to delete that. So other things that you might want to learn how to do. So what if I click on this? This is going to be the whole thing. It's basically everything here. I mean, this is basically an extension of the one cell. Um, and if I wanted to copy the whole thing, I could copy it and paste it and see the whole thing came back. I could Z it to get rid of it. So you can practice with that kind of stuff. The things I had done, up here to add, and I really hope that you can see this. I'm going to open it up a little bit here. I'm at 300%, so hopefully the things I want you to work on, just as I put in these columns up above here, are the functions for adding X or other symbols, and that is equal, COUNTIF, and then you type in the range, comma, criteria. So I'm just going to sample from above. I counted equal, COUNTIF, and for the first one it was H20 colon H40. That was that range, comma, quotation marks X. That there is what you'd find right here. See, I'll click on it. I don't know if you can see this right here. Let's see if it comes out. Oh, it didn't. Sorry. Something didn't work there. Oh, great. Now I messed it up. Sometimes when you have something highlighted and you click something else, it wants to add it as a cell. A couple other things I want to show you. Let's say I want the number of total cases. I can go equal sum and then come up and just click on these columns. If you recall, these columns are, it has to be one of these. And then I don't have to give it criterion because I'm just asking it to add up the numbers that are there, and it gave me 21. I could also go equal and then go up and click on each individual cell. This seems so tedious, but you can do it that way. I still got 21. Or you can just look over here on the right, which I don't know if it's on the screen or not, so I'm going to zip it back down. And you can see that I had numbered these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 21. But let's say that these were, for some reason, not there. Let's say they had letters or whatever it is. Well, what you can do is 1, 2, 3. I now have a pattern started. Highlight the 3, click and drag, and it did it for me. I know there's 21 here. These are all things that we're going to be doing, and I'm just introducing them as we go. So that's the initial video I want to create. That I want you to go in and enter, and be able to drag and start using these different things. Before I go to the next video, in which I'm going to do the no lost time to lost time ratios and the incidence rates and how that's set up. Okay.